Tonight I'm going to be doing an oil change on this small lawnmower. I prefer doing it in the wintertime because it's cooler out. I just had this thing running for about 2 minutes just to get the engine warm. The muffler is still very warm. This flashlight I have on here for nighttime mowing. It's a very bright one. This kind of mower isn't like the older ones. This kind you actually have to tip upside down. With the older ones, you pull the plug underneath them. I'm going to be changing this. I'm going to be putting this oil in it. Just bought this today. There's no reason I bought this brand, only because it was on sale. Regularly $10 a quart. Instead, today it was $5, half price. Bought a few of them for I could change it in all my machines. Pull the dipstick out. Now I'm going to tip this into the tray. This machine doesn't have to be upside down, it just has to be tipped to its side. The manual says it doesn't need to be upside down, just like this, for it can drip out. This machine, I remember it doesn't even take a half a quart. So I'm gonna empty a few machines into this, put the old oil back in there. The reason the machine has to be running ahead of doing this, or it's better if it's running ahead of doing this, the oil comes out hot, but it also gets everything in the oil because it settles down into the bottom of the reservoir. This gets all the junk into the oil for when you change it, it leaves the engine. The oil isn't super hot, it's just warm because the machine was only running a few minutes, but that's still enough time to get it up and around. Now it's dripping. Tried tilting it a little more. Really doesn't help. I'm going to let it drip for a few more minutes, then I'm going to fill it back up. About 5 minutes later. How much did I just put in? Not much. Almost half. I'm going to get the dipstick and try it out. First, I'm going to wipe it with a paper towel. Okay, it's not even touching the minimum line yet. Add slightly more. Give it a minute, and I'm going to try it again. Okay, it's in the middle of the suggested area. Give it a tiny bit more, and it's good to go. I don't need to check that again. That'll bring it up to around the maximum line. So this will be good as soon as the grass starts growing again in the spring. This mower is good. The gas tank didn't leak during this. It has about a half a tank. Some machines will leak. That means it has a good seal around the gas cap. Now I'm going to get another machine out. Here's another machine. This is the same machine that I did the work on in the summertime. It's got a little bit of gas. I'm going to operate this for a few minutes to get the engine hot, and then I got to turn it around because this one's oil is on the other side. That's on the low side, but I'm going to be changing it anyways. Even though this machine I haven't operated much this year, the red machine that I did a moment ago probably operated at least 30 times. This one has only maybe 5 times over the season, since I prefer the other machine. You can even see some steam coming out of there. Nice and hot, the oil. I'm going to tilt this into that pan. I let that go until I had a slow drip. So, this is going to take at least the rest of this quart. So I'm just going to put it all in there, then measure. I know it's going to need a little bit from the other container. Hold that there. Get it all out. Let's see where the rest of that got us. It's about in the middle, so it's about right. I'm going to clean this off and try it again. It's about right in the middle. I don't even think I have to open the second container. Now this, I'm going to dump back in the container, and I'm going to bring it back to the store, and they'll dispose of it.